Hello once again, nerds. Thank you for joining me here on Generally Nerdy. This is another batch reaction. I don't know if I really like that. This is a group reaction. We're reacting to a lot of things all at once. Trying to do something a little fresh with our reaction videos because movies and TV shows and comic books and video games all release trailers too, but it's a little bit of a different kind of reaction when we are reacting to that kind of content. So today's video, we will be reacting to trailers, gaming, and comic books style. We have Borderlands 4, we have new Virtua Fighter thing, Ninja Gaiden, Outer Worlds 2, we have a Wolverine comic book in here. We've got a bunch of random gaming and stuff trailers, not TV, not movies, that we will do reactions to that have come out over the course of the last 2 weeks or so. So I think that's everything that we need to get out of the way. Let's switch over to, where is the thing? Right there. Nope. Wake up. There we go. Borderlands 4 is first on the list. All right, so that already was the first that we saw at the Game Awards, was it? Well. I have never played Borderlands, so I am totally out of my element on this. Wow, I'm really digging the artwork, which is the part that I'm the most familiar with, because I've seen all of this stuff. And no, I've never actually watched the movie, so that's not gonna happen either. That's not flavoring my... These environments look crazy cool. Okay, FPS. I was like, isn't this an FPS of some sort, right? And now we're actually seeing in-game footage, it would seem. Which the cell shading is super unique. I really like the art style from these games. I really don't know why I've never played them, to be 100% honest. Like, everything I've heard about them, well, most things I've heard about them have been largely good. So why I haven't played them, I don't know, but it's pretty hype. That's all I really got for that one, is super duper hype. Let's keep it going. Next is gonna be Double Dragon Revive, which I saw the thumbnail for, and like maybe 3 or 4 seconds of the actual trailer when I was doing the downloads so that we could do this. And I'm kind of intrigued. Double Dragon was the first beat 'em up that I really remember playing on a home console. Obviously, one of the first beat 'em ups I ever played in the arcades was like the X-Men, Children of the Atom, maybe Simpsons arcade or Ninja Turtles arcade. One of those guys was probably the first, but Double Dragon was like my first home console beat 'em up love. And then Streets of Fury happened, or no, Streets of Rage, that's right. and all of that stuff as well. But Double Dragon has a pretty... Also, technically, there was a mode in Double Dragon. It was you against the computer, but it was basically just a fighting game. So that was kind of my first exposure to fighting games, which is kind of where the love for the Mortal Kombat's genesis from, or began, whatever. Oop, we're out of the window now. Okay, let's go back.
It begins. Another battle.
This one's very quiet.
Let's get this done.
Double Dragon
It's
Revive.
time we settle this. Shadows surround you.
The brothers, who are the Double Dragon.
Feel the dragon's wrath!
I mean, it looks very unfinished. Just, there's little textures here. Looks like something from the previous generation of gaming. But, pretty stoked. Like, there was also a cartoon in the 90s for Double Dragon. It was huge and then just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So, I mean, this game seems a little freaking generic when you hold it up next to the legacy of everything that is Double Dragon. So, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about that. But, where did my playlist go? There it is. Okay. I lost my playlist for a moment. So yeah, a little bit worried about the fact that that looks crazy generic and also seems to be very much pre-alpha. Hopefully a lot can be done to make that better. So holding out hope just because of the name. Let's continue on. Next we have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. This is the most recent Switch upgrade. I don't know how much of it's going to be a remaster, if it's just going to be reissuing Donkey Kong Country Returns HD to the Switch, but let's check it out. Because this was a Wii U game, if I remember correctly. Oh, we have subtitles again. Enough with the subtitles. Diddy Kong. Textures on this seem... Well, I guess it's Switch, so... Would make sense the textures would not seem great by comparison to other modern consoles. Especially if this is in-game at all, but it doesn't have to be in-game. Why would they do this in-game? That wouldn't make sense. So then the question remains, why are these textures so bad? That looks like it's in-game. Cool. I didn't play the Wii version. I loved the games on my Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64, but I haven't played anything since the Nintendo 64. So, sure, let's roll. Next up, we have Covenant. Let's talk about the Covenant. I feel like I should know this one by name, and I really don't. So here we are.
You seek the old notes.
Pre-alpha footage, all captured in-engine, it says.
Like fowl to feed.
Ooh. I'm liking the art.
Death.
Something is coming. Something greater.
Call of Duty, Halo, Destiny. So we've got some Bungie alums.
saw you
Whoa!
fall.
Was that a freaking chain gun?
The way forth is...
I saw you fall.
That looks like a chain gun. That's pretty awesome.
From heaven.
The way forth is long and dark. You must be most brave.
Oh, I'm digging that.
10,000 swords stand before you.
Then 20,000 knees shall kneel.
Ooh. Whoa.
The time is nigh. What wilt thou do? The axe comes to fell the tree. Cut it all down.
So there's almost like a Souls-like aspect to this, it looks like. Just because of what we saw just a moment ago seemed to be a boss. Let's go back. This right here seemed to be a boss. And we've got the dodge mechanics. We've got the crazy dungeons. But there's FPS to it as well. Look at that. A little Halo action with the repulsor.
The hero arose. The man.
The gravity hammer.
You to change it all.
Some dodge mechanics again. Looks like they're taking some Souls-like elements and putting it into FPS.
For all I have done.
Tell the old man to set another flock.
All right. Greater things are coming. Join the Discord for more updates. Is that only PC? Only Steam? I would be very sad if it was. That's the end of the trailer. So that's all we've got on that one. I'm pretty hyped for that, assuming it is actually coming out for a console I own. Next up, we have Lost Soul Aside. This one is only PlayStation and PC. Oh, no. Uh-oh, we're frozen. Let's start that over, shall we? Something's crazy. Okay. Yeah, this is more Final Fantasy style stuff, it looks like. I mean, digging the art. Okay, that really didn't do anything for me at all. Next up, we've got Mafia: The Old Country. This one comes from the Game Awards, which a few of these are.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one
It looks fantastic.
is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
I do.
It's another franchise that I've never
To
played.
become a man of honor.
Just always seemed like a Grand Theft Auto ripoff to a large degree, which I'm sure it probably still is, but it's more in the same genre now rather than just trying to rip it off, because it's
Flesh.
the genre has expanded to the point that it has.
If I do not keep my oath,
That's pretty insane.
Welcome, Enzo.
There's quite a bit. Oh, I guess it's moving really fast. Okay, so I mean, again, looks fantastic. That's just what they showed at the Game Awards. Nothing seems to be in-game footage though, so that sucks. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, so that's pretty cool. Let's move next though. Next we have Virtua Fighter, burning through all of these, baby. Virtua Fighter. I'm pretty sure this also comes from the Game Awards.
From the studio that
Oh,
brought you-
nope. That's not the right one. Why is it still on? Whatever. We'll just do it this way. Virtua Fighter. There we go. Pre-alpha footage. Oh, I didn't read it. I didn't read it. Go back. And then this video is subject to change. So that means it's not in-game footage. Also means they just made this video for the purposes of promotion, and quite a bit will probably change between this and the actual game. Ryuga Gotoku Studios. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. I mean, those textures are really great, but again, this is not game footage, so... We should be able to get a feeling for the design of the game, though, from something like this, even if none of this is liable to continue into the actual game. One of the OG 3D fighters. That looks like game footage. And yeah, that already happened and we didn't watch it. Yeah, okay, moving on. Next up, we have Ninja Gaiden. So, actually, let's pause this for a moment. Ninja Gaiden, there's a little bit of a backstory here as well. Ninja Gaiden, notoriously difficult Xbox game series. Before that, though, launched in, I believe it was an arcade first in Japan. I don't know if it was ever an arcade in the States. It very well could have been, but I never played the arcade. I did, however, play the NES versions of Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3. And also notoriously difficult, though I don't think it had the same notoriety as it did once OG Xbox version of the game launched. That was Team Ninja. And yeah, that was insane. And then you had Ninja Gaiden Black, and then all of the variations of that game that just got harder and harder and harder as the AI got smarter and stuff. So this does not seem to be in the same vein as, judging solely off of the thumbnail for the trailer, this does not seem to be in the same vein as Ninja Gaiden for the OG Xbox. This is more side scroller like the NES version. So that's at least the feeling I got from the thumbnail. So let's take a look. Maybe I should have. Oh, no, they're on. Okay. So animated, as to be expected. Very Ninja Gaiden-y. Yep, and you got Ryu's Hayabusa armor. We got demons, which was a thing in the OG Xbox game. I don't think it was that way in the Nintendo game, the NES game. I don't remember that explicitly, though. Oh, yeah, look at that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. That looks dope. That looks so cool. Let's go back. Let's take a look at some of that actual gameplay, because we only got a couple of seconds of actual gameplay. So let's do that. Yeah, right here. This is where it kind of picks up. Yeah, buddy. So we've got these are very, very familiar animations. They're just more stylized now. So we've got him throwing out this flurry. All those jump swipes, that all feels very, very familiar. The crawl on the wall, that's what I'm trying to pause on. Because that animation, we're going to have to go frame by frame, aren't we? No, there we go. So this animation right here is like they took those original sprites and just made them bigger, it looks like. Because that's kind of how I remember the animation crawling up walls in the NES game. That's so freaking cool. Jumping off the walls, yeah, for sure. A lot of new animations, obviously, but just a return to form for some side-scrolling action. That's pretty damn awesome, if I do say so myself. All right, next one is the one that I'm probably the most hyped for, aside from the very last trailer that we have on this list, which is a comic book trailer, but this is the game that I am the most excited for. Outer Worlds 2. We have some gameplay from the continuation of Outer Worlds. Let's check it out.
From the studio that brought you Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, Part 2. Neverwinter Nights, Part 2.
I can see where you're going with this.
And Fallout 3, Part 2. New Vegas. Comes a completely original Part 2.
That's great.
And like all good sequels,
I still haven't finished the first game, which I probably should.
More action. More weapons.
Oh, yeah.
And more graphics. Get ready for
I
an
love
adventure
this.
That took 3 times longer to make, but will almost certainly be 2 times bigger.
Baby, 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 you ain't seen nothing yet.
Bam, bam. Of course, now we're gonna get DMCA'd because of the damn song, aren't we?
In 2025,
This looks pretty awesome.
welcome back to the future.
Yeah.
Try not to break it again. The Outer Worlds 2.
2.
I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity. I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity.
So, yeah, okay. I really have to finish Outer Worlds 1. I've literally only just started playing that game, so maybe we'll make that a thing with streams between now and the next season. But continuing right along, we do have one more gaming trailer before we get to the final trailer, and that is Turok. This one's a little shorty, though, so let's do this. Also, I think came from the Game Awards. Mix of pre-rendered and gameplay footage, so there you go. This is all pre-rendered, yes. That looks pretty damn cool. Oh, I'm friggin' excited for that element alone. In-game. Third person. So why... This is not the first Turok sequel game, I guess, prequel, I don't know, that has changed the point of view from first person to third person. Why did they ever change that point of view? I don't understand. Turok Origins. We got PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. I can understand because of the camouflage thing that they showed us why they would do it in this game, the third-person view. And it seems that the controls, from what we saw of the controls, where'd my controller go? It seems that from those controls, like it's gonna play fairly smoothly. Oh, come off it. Camo, baby, camo. So we've got these shots here of gameplay that look fairly natural. All the weaponry seems to, but we won't know until we played it. That's a cool weapon. And a big boss character. So it looks like the controls will be nice. As far as you can tell that from a video, but yeah, okay. I'm intrigued. I don't know how hype I am, but I'm definitely intrigued at the very least. So that's what we've got for that one. And then our final trailer for this video is Ultimate Wolverine. It is a comic book trailer. And just I'm a Wolverine fan. So yeah, here we go. Oh, that's right. Ultimate Universe. Hence, it's maybe not Logan. Probably not Logan, right? Classic pose. He's the best there is at what he does, and what he does ain't nice because they made him that way. Oh, well, change it then. Fine. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's Bucky? Is Bucky Wolverine in the Ultimate Universe? Is that what they were trying to imply with that Winter Soldier deal? Yeah, holy shit. Alright, so let's go back here. That's Colossus and the Maker shaking hands with the line previous to this saying they made him that way. So is this implying the X-Men of the Ultimate Universe and the Maker, who is technically Reed Richards, right? Maybe that's not the Maker. That is definitely not the helmet that I'm familiar with the Maker wearing, but I also haven't read much of the modern Marvel stuff, so it's hard to know for sure. Crap. That's nuts, though. And once he's unleashed, no one is safe. So is this going to be a mature rated comic book from the Wolverine / Winter Soldier? So he must be Bucky in this universe. Prepare for an ultimate weapon. Unlike any other. So they give him super soldier serum, and that's what allows him to be able to be bonded to the adamantium skeleton. Nightcrawler and Psylocke are going to be in it. They're painting Colossus into being this bad guy, which is such a weird concept for my brain to get around. Because now he's shooting the shit out of Wolverine. I like that art, though, where he's reflecting in Colossus's forehead. Look at this. Right there, man. That's Colossus's face. That's the reflection of Wolverine. That's pretty cool. On sale January. Sweet. That is... I might start picking up Marvel a little more regularly again, because that looks pretty great. So, that being said, nerds, that is where we're calling this in general. First thing before we do the sign off, though, shout outs to DUBBY, your energy drink provider, the channel sponsor, not really, channel partner is the word I was looking for. So they don't like me to call them a sponsor, because a sponsorship is a different relationship than what I have with DUBBY. I have a partnership with DUBBY, which means that if you go purchase using the link down in the description or just the code generally nerdy at checkout, that means I get a little bit of a kickback and you get 10% off of your purchase. So DUBBY, I could go through all the talking points, no maltodextrin, you've got lower caffeine content, caffeine from an actual source, not just synthesized. There is some synthesized caffeine in there too. I feel like I've been a little bit not specific about that previously, and I need to clarify, a little unclear about that previously. There is some synthesized caffeine in there, but it also has a legitimate source of caffeine as well, which is, legitimate sources are always the best way to get your caffeine. So, that being said, there is legitimate sourced caffeine, there is no maltodextrin, there is a ton of flavor in their stuff. I super love it, but the big selling point about DUBBY is the nootropics. That is what makes it more effective in spite of the lower level of caffeine that you would get from, say, G Fuel or something along those lines. The nootropics are what help your brain do its brain things. It's what helps people in my situation specifically. It helps me focus. It helps me stay on task when I'm doing the day job stuff. All of that is definitely aided by my intake of DUBBY, and I would suggest before you take any sort of substance that you get the approval from a doctor, because I am not a doctor and I'm not here to give you health advice, but I am just here to say I like DUBBY. I think you will like DUBBY. You should give it a shot. Use the link down in the description or code generally nerdy at checkout when you go to dubby.gg is the website. They are a fantastic partner with the channel, and they will be a fantastic partner with you in your day-to-day life. I am convinced of it. So that is my little shout out to DUBBY. Thank you very much, DUBBY, for being channel partners. That is where we're going to end this grouping of trailers. The reaction bunch. I don't know what we're going to call these videos, but that is what we got. We will be doing actual music reactions, I swear. We're just probably not going to get to those until next week. So thank you very much, nerds. We will see you in the next one. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.